touched Jesus' garment, the blood stopped immediately, and he felt the power leave him, his dunamis power, his miraculous power. And he asked, who touched me? Well. Now, this is a strange question, because you can imagine yourself at a concert in front of the stage or leaving a ball game and everybody trying to get through the same door and you pushing and shoving. You don't know who's touching you. Even Luke, the Gospel of Luke said the crowd almost crushed him. But he turned around and said, who touched me? His disciples said, don't you see this crowd pushing up against you? How can you ask that? There was a difference between the pushing and shoving and the crush and the touch. And I'm going to tell you what that is. The crowd was out there spectating. They was pushing and shoving, trying to see what Jesus was going to do next. But the woman with the issue of blood was pushing towards a purpose. She was focused on going forward to get what she needed. And Jesus asked, who touched me? And this is so important right here. Because Jesus didn't ask because he didn't know. Because he's omniscient. He's all-knowing. He knows who she is. He knew the labels put on her history. Jesus knew all about her before her mother conceived her. He didn't ask because he didn't know. But this was a teaching moment for Jesus. Because the crowd was out there spectating, trying to see what he was going to do. But they weren't out there for a purpose, and they missed their blessing. Right. They needed to hear that you can be on the premises of God and not make it in his presence. And I know what you asking me, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? For instance, everybody know I like to cook. And when you come in my yard, you can smell the food. You can smell the aroma. It's real good. Yeah. My garage is up. You come in my garage and the smell get louder. You just smell it and smell it. But you sit there. And I'm in the kitchen and you stand in the garage just soaking up the aroma. But you don't have sense enough to open the door and come in. And when you come in the presence of me in the kitchen, I will feed you what you need and give you what you want and stop your hunger. And that's how we do God. We go to church to spectate, to see what people got on, to hear what the music, what they singing.